Namaste and welcome to Namaste Today and the Zodiac Weather. My name is Christopher Witecki. I am your sensei to Sirius joy. How you doing today? Feeling good? You ought to be. The sun is now in Leo. That's a good thing, and so is Jupiter. That means that love is officially sponsored on the planet. And I have to say, it's true. It really is true. I see it popping up everywhere. I see it with my clients. I'm getting firsthand news of people meeting their soulmates, people getting their jobs, people manifesting their heart's desires. It's a lot of work. And in many cases, it's a 12-year overnight success because that's basically the cycle since the last time Jupiter was in Leo. And I'm noticing that seeds we planted with our heart 12 years ago took 12 years, at least for me, to manifest. So the good news is it's harvest time in many ways. The good news is it's planting time in many ways. And the good news is things will grow fast regardless because of the constellation of Jupiter and Leo. It's when we return to the center, the galactic center of our heart, and Jupiter says it's time to expand our heart. So our capacity to love is getting greater, and we're returning to love at the same time. Super exciting stuff. So let's talk about the light walker news and where the light is walking today. First of all, the sun is at step 0. That means that it's time to protect. Protect yourself. Now, this is the only time, the only step that is all about protection. It is in the 11 steps of Sirius joy, and the secret invisible step is step 0. We'll go over this every month over and over again. But today, you want to feel your heart and feel how joyful it is, and you want to protect what's important to it. And that leads us to the joyful prep. The joyful prep is, how do I allow good things to happen to me? Well, we're going to protect, and then we're going to love, and we're going to trust that what we have coming will come. And that's what step 10 is, I love, I trust. So the serious step of the day is step 0, and the joyful prep is step 10. Now, the moon is in Gemini, step 5, and so our emotions are contemplating things, and it will be in the late stages of the 3rd decan, if you know your astrology, which means that we're going to be planting and launching big, long-term kind of messages, contracts, associations, and whatnot, and that really starts as of today. So it is a great time to sign contracts. People often ask me, it's a great time to start a business. It's a great time to follow your heart. It's a great time to pursue your personal dreams. It's a great time to go ahead and get your hair changed because Leo rules the hair. I'm going to do that soon. You'll see. Jupiter is at 1 degree Leo. So exciting. Now, step 1 is I love. I love means that Jupiter is literally right now amping up the love in the next couple of days. You should be feeling more love for yourself. Now, if you're starting to feel bitter and angry, sometimes that's the wounded inner child, and that is what will come up. We'll talk about it in the Zodiac weather here after a few things, but that will come up at times. You have to know that in the beginning stages of the 1st decan, as Jupiter says it's time to love more, anything in the way of love tends to collapse, anything not on good foundation. And any pain that's in the way of love has to come out, has to be processed, has to be kind of breathed through. You have to breathe through it. So the heart will ache at first with Jupiter and Leo. It will ache as it is getting what it has always wanted. And, I really believe that everyone on planet Earth can get what their heart wants at this time. Creator wants everyone to eat. Okay? So the last time Jupiter was in Leo, actually, was 2002. And I thought it might be fun to look at movies that were popular that year. What movies were coming out the last time Jupiter went to 1 degree Leo? Well, here's the big one, My Big Fat Greek Wedding. You guys remember that? That was 12 years ago. Hard to believe that was 12 years ago. It's already playing over and over on cable, I guess. But, that's funny because it's about love and the family that comes with it, right? So that's a big theme that we're going to see right now. I thought that was fascinating. Here's the other one that opened the same weekend was Signs. And that's interesting. We haven't seen much of Mel Gibson. Pluto and Capricorn can be kind of rough, Mel, but I'm sure he's going to deal with it and come back any time now. So we're going to talk now in our Namaste Cafe about a few things. And Namaste Cafe is the section of super blogs on the SoulGarden.tv mothership, by the way. So we have super blogs, meaning we have these blogs that come out. These can be written by viewers. You can submit it as a viewer. You can submit a video as a viewer. If you are a videographer, if you do little shows on YouTube and you want to put it to our community, you can make a super blog. You just come down to the site. There's instructions and whatnot. And I want to always feature here, this is one way I'm going to be able to feature the light and where we're going with the light. So the first is fun, sex and protection. Now you might be saying, I'm exploiting sex. I'm not exploiting it. Today's step 0. Step 0 is about the sex. It's about the protection. It's about crossing the line. And pretty much that's what usually turns us on is when we cross certain lines. I mean, let's not let's be honest about it. So this week in our super blogs of sex and protection, we're actually highlighting a really cool astrological blog. If you haven't known these people, they're on spiritual hedonism, and we write a little blog and we point to them and show you kind of what's going on there and what they're doing with astrology and sexuality. So we just want to applaud. This is an amazing lightworker site that we want to promote, and that's one thing I'm going to be doing a lot on Soul Garden is I find people doing great stuff, and I'm just going to say, look at these people, they're so cool. So if you want a hot, steamy astrology story about protecting yourself, come on down to the super blogs and see our little write-up on spiritual hedonism and what they have done on their site. Pretty cool stuff. So in hotness and sports, which to me is the other side of protecting ourselves, it's how we kind of put ourselves out there, how we make ourselves edgy. We have a blogger, Isabelle Rodriguez, who is also a viewer of Soul Garden, who is now writing for us on the super blog, and she's actually going to help you. She knows astrology, and she knows her beauty, and she helps people turn over their image, and she's got something on Unleashing the Sex Kitten, which you can probably tell is not for men, but you can enjoy it anyway, so that'll be fun as I shift around here. So now we move on to Planet Soup, one of my favorites. And like I said, the sun is at 0 degrees Leo. So with the sun at 0 degrees Leo, everyone is just putting their foot into the love water today. 0 is a weird degree. 0 comes in an interesting fashion. When I have a 0 degree client, they can either be brand new at something or they can be really good at something and hiding. The 0 degree can be kind of mysterious, and people with the 0 degree, you have to look at twice in all the evidence to make sure that they are what they say or project themselves as. The other thing interesting about the 0 degree is that people tend to project themselves onto the 0 degree people, and that's true with all the 0 degree planets. They're very fascinating and magical and mysterious. But it does mean that we're in the no man's land between two states of awareness. We're coming out of emotional Cancer and we're moving into love, love, love Leo. And I would say the sun is what it's all about. We are the sun. We are love, and we cast that love out into the world. We cast it into different states of awareness. And today we are starting to just get we're starting to step into our heart. So if your heart hurts today, that's where your heart is, and you want to be aware and honor it. Now, Jupiter is in Leo at 1 degree. The last time it was here was in August of 2002. And prior to that was 1990. I did some going back. And so if you can do the math, these are the last times the universe invested directly in our heart. Not very often. Notice, in 2002, I didn't really see many cool things happening. We kind of healed ourselves from 9/11. In 1990, Jupiter in Leo got the Clintons, as far as I'm concerned, elected. So it was that literally Jupiter in Leo got the baby boom, Pluto in Leo generation elected president for the first time. Currently, President Obama is the Pluto Virgo generation, if you're curious. So the Pluto in Leo generation, the baby boom, with Jupiter in Leo, I'll be talking about this. I have some gigascopes coming out soon that will talk about generations. But the Pluto in Leo generation, this is the baby boom's last chance, last call to heal your heart. So Jupiter in Leo is inspiring the baby boomers. Now tomorrow's Love Fest Day. It's the most loving day of the month for us to give and exchange love to each other. And tomorrow it will be in Cancer. So we are going to really feel juicy. We just did a year of cleaning out our Cancer vibration, our emotional state of awareness. And tomorrow's Love Fest Day will be a 2VQ6. So if you're a 2VQ6, and that is your Venus, then you're going to just feel amazing tomorrow. You're going to feel in total delight. The universe is going to help everyone. It's a great day to feel the love and to exchange the love. And if you're feeling crappy, well, then you should pay attention to that and ask yourself, what's going on there? It sucks. Now we have rapid maturing happening now, due to this soul pyramid going on in water. This soul pyramid really anchors with Saturn, which is pushing forward, okay? Time to draw boundaries emotionally and be strong emotionally and not return back, okay? You might be tested as we lurch Saturn forward. And Neptune is retrograde, so you have to ask Creator, hey, what's going on? You need to log in because the universe will not throw roadsides down. Then Venus, which will be Love Fest Day tomorrow, and Mercury in Cancer, really kind of making that last transit happen. So what this does is unite your light, and I go deeply in this in the megascopes and how it will affect you and outline it in some depth there. So good stuff there. Alrighty. So now it's time for our Sensei Sunrise. And in the Sensei Sunrise today, I just wanted to talk about this combination of the Sirius step and the joyful prep. The serious step is for, you might feel very vulnerable today because ultimately we are aware of our boundaries. These are boundaries of our heart. These are the boundaries of everything. But these are the boundaries of what is important to our heart. So today's a day of really listening to your heart. Your heart has more consciousness than your brain. Your heart has more consciousness than your brain. And that consciousness will tell you the truth. And I think people are more psychic through their heart than they are necessarily through their mind or the seventh state, step 7. So today is really about the beginning of listening to your heart. And the joyful prep is to love and trust. So the reason why the joyful prep is to love and trust is because we're going to kind of extend outward our protection. We're going to first say, I protect my heart. But then we want to love and trust, outwardly, create like a donut around that love, that things will come to us, that manifest. Because step 10, love and trust, is manifestation. So what we're doing is we're calling in our harvest right away as we protect our heart here, and we open up our heart a little bit in front of that with a new layer. That's kind of how it works consciously. So we're calling it in. And what are you calling in? You're calling in what your heart desires. Now, start small. With my clients, what I always say, you got to walk. You got to ask your heart. I have clients who are so cut off from their heart, I have to go through a little interview in the beginning of the reading where I go, what's your favorite color? What's your favorite flavor? What's your favorite this? And after about asking 20 favorite things, their inner child is finally like, nah, and dancing along and answering the questions because someone's finally paid attention to their inner child. So if you have any question about what your inner child is or is not, it's the one that answers the favorite questions. It's the one that thinks that person is cute or that is cool or whatever. And we have squashed that. So we're letting that out. We're holding space for that. And that first calling in with Jupiter at 1 degree is really kind of local. It's like, let me have my coffee, the coffee I want, and the flavor I want. And, let that inner child have just the simple things, which don't cost money and should not take time. And that is part of protecting ourselves too. Protecting our love today, protecting our joy today, protecting that we get what our heart and love, what our heart desires today. So protection just isn't holding the wrong people out. Protection is making sure we get what we need and we get our dinner today. And dinner is the love, incidentally, if you don't know. So let's move on now to our break, and then I'm going to do the Zodiac weather, and we're going to talk about some cool stuff, and then I'm going to send you on your day of love, and then we move into Love Fest Day right away. It's good to be alive. I'll be right back after this. Come on down to newsoulmart.me if you haven't already. We've got a great new redesign section. It's responsive. You can do it on mobile. You can do it on a beautiful computer. It's designed really for high-definition shopping. And right now, you can get your Megascope monthlies for immediate download or rental right now at soulmart.me. Now, if you have an iPad or an iPhone, you probably want to rent it. It's the same pricing structure, but we host it versus you downloading it. But this will give you date by date how to step into your serious joy by August 25th. That's Lightcast Day, and it's going to be very intense. Also, ending August 25th will be my 1-hour, get one free reading special. I'll also no longer have this reading special, and I'll be no longer selling readings as of September 1st. So if you've always wanted one, this is the time to do it. And I'd be honored to serve and look into your chart and see what's going on next for you with this exciting Jupiter in Leo. And if you want to learn how to read your chart in 2 hours or less, or if you want to decide if you're interested in astrology at large, this is it. It's a 2-hour webcam series, or class basically, using the Google Plus technology to all come together, called So You Want to Be an Astrologer, eh? You bring your chart, you dive into a lot of interesting knowledge about yourself, and you'll kind of see the scope of what the business is like. And this and all of those details are at soulmart.me. Come on down and check it out. Now, that said, before you go to soulmart.me and spend all your money, let's take a look at the moods of each of your brothers and sisters, always in the order of the serious steps and how to reach serious joy, starting with the Scorpios, step 0. I fixed the music, by the way. Step 0, sunny and transforming today. You're going to be protecting your career. Now, the good news is it's career success moving forward for the Scorpions, but you got to protect it. Now, you know more than anyone that you got to protect it. You'll probably be feeling kind of badass today, I think. But the moon in late Gemini means you're maybe making a jump for something, making a a play, and you should. This is your year. If it's career, I say go for it. Now on to the birthday, love Leos. Sunny and social for the Leos. You are protecting the new you right now. So you want to kind of maybe keep it under wraps as far as what your plans are to change yourself. Don't tell everyone. Don't capitalize on the love just yet, Leo. But as of today, where you're going and where you're growing, and this is your lucky year, so you should definitely grow for it. And then the Cancer, step 2. Cloudy and spiritual today for the Crabs. This moon in Gemini is making you have to reaffirm faith. You also are probably protecting money or self-confidence. Now, if you're having money problems, the good news is it's going to turn around. But right now, you really got to assess why you don't have money and what it is you haven't protected with your money. So this is today about protecting your money or seeing where you have failed to protect your money. Moving on now to Sagittarius, step 3. The step 3s are sunny and sentimental. That's because they have the moon in the late stages of planning marriage and maybe what's next. And what you have to protect is your belief and your knowledge. This is not the time to go teach. This is not the time to spread the word just yet. But I'll tell you when it is. It's coming up. Aquarius, step 4. Sunny and childlike for the I Belong tribe. It's time to protect your marriages and partnerships and any relationship that is vital to your heart. So you want to put protection around that, but you're sunny and childlike today. You're feeling very creative. I think you're probably seeing and feeling the vision and wanting to move forward. Now on to the Gemini, step 5. Sunny and cool with the moon in Gemini. So the Geminis are out flirting about like butterflies, and you want to protect your ideas. You don't want to share your ideas with people that might get jealous. You don't want to share your ideas with people who aren't ready. You don't want to share your ideas on the internet till everything is done and prepared for. So protect your ideas, Gemini. Don't give it away right now. Ideas are valuable. Now, step 6, the Libras. Sunny and passionate. You want to protect your reputation right now, Libra, as you're moving out into a new social reputation with the world. The Libras are going to move into their royal status. And that's whether you're a judge and jury or whatever you end up being, where you're helping everyone find the truth and justice. Well, whatever your plans are, don't mention it. But today, you are going to be quite passionate. Now, step 7, the Pisces. Sunny, nesting, and resting today. The Pisces are going to be pulling their emotions back and kind of preparing for a change. But you want to protect your lifestyle and you want to protect your heart right now and your health. So as you're nesting and resting, think about that. Then we've got the step 8, the Capricorn. Sunny and professional. The Capricorns are protecting their self-trust. So really, Capricorns are protecting everything, all right? So it's kind of that process right now. You're going to be deciding who's in and who's out of your circle. But today, if you feel super vulnerable, ask yourself why, dive a little deeper, see what part of your life you're not protecting or haven't been protecting. Then the Aries, step 9s. Sunny and chatty. Now, Aries are going to get their dreams to come true, period. You've worked super hard. You've been climbing that mountain. Now it's time to protect your personal dreams. So I wouldn't share your greatest ideas with anyone. Don't get too excited. Out of all the signs, you're the one to jump the gun and do it a little too early. Make sure you protect your love. Make sure you protect your truth. Make sure you protect your heart. That's what I got to say for the Aries. Then on to the step 10s, Taurus. Taurus, sunny and manifesting once again. And you want to protect your own feelings on things, Taurus. You want to make sure that your feelings are protected. That may mean keeping things to your chest. That may mean some people aren't ready for things. Whatever it means, make sure you put one out there for yourself. So this is you putting a fence around the bullpen. Then lastly, we have the Virgos, step 11, where we become what we are manifesting. Sunny and professional today for the Virgos. Your emotions are aiming high for where you think you need to be, but you need to protect your own faith. Now that may mean you are living in the South and you believe in all these different things. That would mean you don't tell people per se. It also means protecting faith. It means that you make a sacred space in your house, make it sacred time for your faith, make a sacred spot for faith in your life. Then I just want to point out some cool stuff going on today. If you don't know, keep streaming. Today we'll be doing a live recording of Venus Prime Health. That's what Damon Perry. We're going to be talking about food that you can eat in the summer, things that are actually good for you. Most of our shows are things that are bad for you. Now it's things that are actually good for you, so it's a fun one. And Circle of Wisdom with Master One Feather and Iwana White, who's an angelic reader. They actually pull tarot cards and help people answer questions. These are all live on tweettalk.tv. Come to tweettalk.tv. Come chat with us. There's a live chat room. It's right off the soulgarden.tv website, so everything really is off of soulgarden.tv. There's nothing ever to worry about if you just can make it there. The quiet.
So I just want to say before we go here, one is, if you're watching us on YouTube, please be kind and do subscribe. And you can also like us on Facebook by navigating to soulgarden.me. And if you want to be on our emailing list, where I kind of send out this every day, there is a registry at soulmart.me. Of course, all of the fun is at soulgarden.tv. Now, if you're watching on our Play Now playlist here, keep streaming. I'll have the Sirius Step of the Day, Step 0 here, where you can meditate on Step 0. And as we move down the week, and I keep coming out with these day after day, we'll be adding to the playlist and the fun. Have a great day. Step into your heart. Make sure you protect yourself. And if you feel vulnerable, it's just a place where you need protection. That's all. I'll see you in 24 hours. Until then, live, love, be.
Who cares?